Imagine waking up at 65, ready to retire, only to realize you can't afford to stop working. Or picture this: you're 30, making decent money, but somehow you're drowning in debt with nothing saved. Sound familiar? These aren't just random misfortunes. They're the result of specific financial blunders that millions make every single day. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're making them until it's too late. Today, we're uncovering the 7 financial mistakes that could literally ruin your future, and more importantly, how to avoid them before they destroy your wealth. Welcome back to Financial Mysteries, where we solve the puzzles that stand between you and financial freedom. I'm your host, and over the next 10 minutes, we're diving deep into the financial blunders that have derailed countless lives, from the obvious traps to the sneaky mistakes hiding in plain sight. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid, why these mistakes are so dangerous, and the specific steps to protect your financial future. So, let's get started with blunder number 1. Blunder number 1. Not having a budget or tracking where your money goes. Here's the brutal truth. If you don't know where your money is going, it's going somewhere you probably don't want it to. According to recent studies, 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and a massive reason is simply not tracking spending. Think about it. You grab coffee here, order takeout there, subscribe to services you forgot about, and suddenly you're wondering why there's nothing left at the end of the month. It's like trying to lose weight without tracking calories. You might think you're doing fine, but the numbers tell a different story. The real cost. Without a budget, people overspend by an average of $7,400 per year. That's money that could be building wealth, paying off debt, or creating an emergency fund. Instead, it's vanishing into thin air. The fix. Start with a simple 50-30-20 rule: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings and debt. Use apps, spreadsheets, or even pen and paper. Just track it. When you see where every dollar goes, you'll be shocked at how much you can redirect toward your goals. Blunder number 2. Living beyond your means, also known as lifestyle inflation. You get a raise. Awesome, right? But then you upgrade your car, move to a nicer apartment, start dining out more, and suddenly you're still broke. This is lifestyle inflation, and it's a silent wealth killer. Here's a real example. Sarah earned $50,000 a year and saved $500 monthly. She got promoted to $70,000, a $20,000 raise. Instead of increasing her savings, she upgraded everything. New car payment, $400. Better apartment, $300 more. Nicer lifestyle, another $300. Her savings, still $500. She earned 40% more but built zero additional wealth. The real cost. Lifestyle inflation keeps you trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle no matter how much you earn. Worse, it creates chronic debt because you're constantly stretching to maintain appearances. The fix. When you get a raise, immediately redirect at least 50% of it to savings or investments before you adjust your lifestyle. Live like you're still making your old salary for as long as possible. That's how wealth is actually built. Not by looking rich, but by being rich. Blunder number 3. Ignoring your credit score until you need it. Your credit score is like your financial reputation. It follows you everywhere. Yet millions of people have no idea what their score is until they're denied a loan or hit with sky-high interest rates. Here's why this matters. A person with a 760 credit score gets a 6.5% interest rate on a $300,000 mortgage. Someone with a 620 score? The real cost. Bad credit doesn't just cost you on loans. It affects apartment applications, insurance rates, even job opportunities. Some employers check credit reports before hiring. The fix. Check your credit report annually for free at annualcreditreport.com. Pay bills on time. Payment history is 35% of your score. Keep credit card balances below 30% of your limit, and never, ever ignore collections or late payments. Fix them immediately. Blunder number 4. Not having an emergency fund. Life happens, cars break down, medical emergencies strike, jobs disappear, and when you don't have an emergency fund, these normal life events become financial catastrophes. Picture this. Your car needs a $100 to $200 repair. Without savings, you have two choices: put it on a credit card at 24% interest, or scramble to borrow money. Either way, you're now in debt because of something completely predictable. The real cost. Without emergency savings, 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 unexpected expense without borrowing. This creates a debt spiral. You borrow for emergencies, pay interest, have less money, then need to borrow again for the next emergency. The fix? Start with $1,000 as a mini emergency fund. Then build toward 3-6 months of expenses. If that sounds impossible, start with $25 per paycheck. Automate it so you never see the money. In 1 year, that's $650, enough to handle many emergencies without debt. The goal isn't perfection, it's protection. Blunder number 5. Not saving for retirement or starting way too late. Here's a mind-blowing example. Meet Alex and Jordan. Alex starts investing $200 monthly at age 25. Jordan waits until 35 to start but invests $400 monthly, double the amount. Both retire at 65. Who has more money? Alex, by nearly $200,000. Even though Jordan invested twice as much per month, Alex's 10-year head start with compound interest created massive wealth. The real cost. Every year you delay retirement savings costs you exponentially. Start at 25, and you might need to save 10% of income. Start at 45, and you'll need to save 30 to 40% to catch up. Many people simply can't afford to catch up, which means working into their 70s or living on minimal Social Security. The fix. Start now, even if it's just $50 per month. If your employer offers a 401k match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. That's literally free money. Aim for 15% of your income going toward retirement. Use Roth IRAs for tax-free growth. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Blunder number 6. Carrying high-interest debt, especially credit cards. Credit cards are financial tools, but for millions, they're financial traps. The average American carries $6,200 in credit card debt at an average interest rate of 24%. Let's do the math. If you only make minimum payments on $6,200, it takes 17 years to pay off and costs $8,400 in interest. You pay nearly $15,000 total for $6,200 in purchases. The real cost. High-interest debt doesn't just drain your bank account, it destroys your credit score, increases stress, and prevents wealth building. Every dollar going to interest is a dollar that can't be invested or saved. The fix. Stop using credit cards until they're paid off. Use the avalanche method. Pay minimums on everything, then throw every extra dollar at the highest interest rate debt. Once that's gone, attack the next highest. Alternatively, consider a balance transfer to 0% APR card, but only if you commit to paying it off during the promotional period. The goal: eliminate high-interest debt within 12 to 24 months. Blunder number 7. Making emotional financial decisions, like co-signing loans or blowing windfalls. Co-signing seems helpful. Your friend needs a car loan and you want to help. But here's reality. 38% of co-signers end up paying the debt themselves. When your friend defaults, it destroys your credit and you're legally responsible. Or consider windfalls, tax refunds, bonuses, inheritances. Most people immediately splurge. They get a $5,000 tax refund and buy a new TV, take a vacation, upgrade their phone. 6 months later, they're broke again with nothing to show for it. The real cost. Co-signing can ruin relationships and finances. Wasting windfalls means missing rare opportunities to accelerate wealth building. The fix. Never co-sign unless you're prepared to pay the entire debt yourself. For windfalls, use the 50-30-20 rule: 50% to debt or savings, 30% to investments, 20% for something fun. This way, you enjoy the money but also build lasting wealth. Let's recap the 7 financial blunders that could ruin your future. No budget or tracking. You can't manage what you don't measure living beyond your means. Lifestyle inflation destroys wealth. Ignoring your credit score. Bad credit costs hundreds of thousands. No emergency fund. Unexpected expenses create debt spirals, not saving for retirement. Delayed savings cost exponentially. High interest debt. Credit cards drain wealth for years. Poor financial decisions. Emotional choices have lasting consequences. The good news? Every single one of these is fixable. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start making better decisions today. Small changes compound over time, just like investments. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one blunder from this list and commit to fixing it this week. Start a budget. Check your credit score. Open a savings account. Whatever it is, take action. And here's how you can help this channel. If this video opened your eyes to financial mistakes you're making, smash that like button and subscribe so you do not miss future videos where we solve more financial mysteries. Drop a comment telling me which blunder hit closest to home. I read every single one. Want to dive deeper? Check out our video on building wealth from nothing, point to screen, or our breakdown of retirement strategies that actually work. Remember, your financial future isn't determined by luck. It's determined by the decisions you make today. So make them count. I'll see you in the next video where we uncover more financial mysteries together.